Regina along with Not So Perfect Parenting, and I am back on here with another live. Like I said, I'm going live every single night for the rest of the year. And I may go ahead and keep this started, maybe go live once a week, just because the parenting channel be jumping. Y'all be on here. Come on in, come on in. Let's get into this. Now I know I told y'all I was gonna keep doing a series about anger because I need some help with that issue too. And it seems like a lot of you guys do too. And a lot of people on the law and crime, they need it as well. Like we were talking about yesterday about the cop who shoved that pacifier down that baby's throat. How do you shove a pacifier down a baby's throat? Like, that's insane. So, yeah, anger, anger issues. We got some scriptures, but I ain't talking about that tonight. Reason being is because I left my scriptures in my bag. Or where's my bag? Oh, maybe I do have my bag. No, okay, I don't have my bag. But we're going to get back on that tomorrow because we all need help. I need help. You need help. We need help. So, anyway, let's talk about a story that I love talking about. These lusty, crusty, nasty teachers that be hooking up with these kids. I just don't understand it, but I want to talk about one. So I was watching The Law and Crime today. Y'all know that's one of my favorites. And it came across my timeline and I said, okay, what's this about? So there is a coach that got arrested recently because he was lusty crusty. And the sad part about this was a really liked and known coach around, and he's a male coach. Y'all know I'm always talking about the females because they nasty too. But this one, big nasty, he was really liked by all of the faculty liked him, the kids liked him. They was calling this man Unc. The girls was calling him Uncle. See, y'all gotta watch that sometimes. Now, I know sometimes I can get on here, I can be a Debbie Downer. I know. But you gotta watch some of these relationships with faculty and your students. All the time they're with these, and it's so sad that you have to do this because you want to send your kids to a school that you can trust. You want to send your kids to a camp or a program, and you feel like, if the staff or the workers are getting close to your kids, you want to feel like that's a genuine relationship. But the sad part about it is most of the time it's turning out not to be. This man, like I said, was loved by faculty. He was loved by the students. He was loved by his family. Family loved him, everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for joining. And everybody else who's on. Y'all come on in. Come on in. So this man is loved by everybody. Like I said, they were calling him Uncle. The girls were going to him about advice. Now, I think it was a little shaky that girls are going to him about their love life. Oh, she's having problems with the boy, so she's going to Unc for advice. That's a little too far. You're a professional and all of that. So anyway, this man, great faculty. Hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Hunter VVD. How old are you? So going back to the story while we figure out how old Hunter is, you're welcome. He's liked by everybody. Going to him for advice, all of that. Another red flag is 7. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good one. I hope you had some birthday cake if you like cake. And if you don't like cake, then you had something that you like. Happy birthday. All right. So everybody likes this man. Another red flag to me was so one red flag, okay, everybody likes him. That might not be a red flag. The red flag was the females were going to him about advice about their girlfriends and all that other stuff. That's very inappropriate to me for especially a male staff. Female, maybe. Male staff, no. Plus, he wasn't a counselor. He's just a coach or whatever. So, second red flag is he has all of the students' phone numbers. Even the females who he's not some of their coaches. No, you should not. Then he was texting these kids all type of night, like all kind, like at night. All hours of the night is what I'm trying to say. Absolutely not. Not no male teacher having the male students, maybe if their parents said it was okay, but the female students, absolutely not. So he had the students' phone numbers. He was taking them different places. He was cash apping certain female students money, claiming, oh, well, they didn't have anything to eat, so I cash apped them money. Really? For real? Did their parents know? I mean, and that's still borderline. You're a professional. You're stepping over the line here. So, oh, thank you. Oh, okay. So, going back to the story, too many red flags. So something happened where a female student started getting uncomfortable, and I believe she was telling the other students things. And once a student starts kind of telling things, the students get together and they start talking, and so they are sharing information. And so he went to a student in the hallway, one of the young ladies that he was involved with, and he was only charged for one, but they may have seen two. He said something and someone else heard it and went back and told the police. So the police, and this, parents, this is the reason why I'm talking about this, not to scare us, not to for us to live in fear or anything like that, but we have to be checking our kids' phones when they are under our roof, when they are minors. You're paying the bill probably, and even if they're paying the bill, it doesn't matter. They are under your roof. It's still your phone technically, because it is in your house. You have the right to go through your kid's phone and see what they are texting about. This could have been stopped early on, because they were texting for, I believe, a year or more. And these were text messages, not the sneaky stuff that they doing going on Snapchat because they think that they can erase it and it's not 24 hours. They were literally just texting each other. And she had most of the text still on her phone. This daggone here. Most of her texts were still on her phone when the police found it. His were probably deleted. But of course, y'all know once something goes out there, it's never deleted. You can always retrieve it. The cops will retrieve it. FBI will retrieve it. So whatever. So he gets in the interrogation room and he is trying to lie. This man is like, I've never had a sexual relationship. I've never been sexual. And so the cop is like, can we just be real here? She's like, I have all of your text messages. All of your text messages since February of last year. We have every last one of them. And she said, and most of them were sexual. Some of them became sexual. And he's like, oh, I was just sending her music lyrics. And she said, well, one music lyrics is, I want to taste you. What lyric was that? He was like, oh, it's such and such. And I can't remember the artist who he said it was. And I was sitting here like, dude, she done read everything you said. You might as well just be honest with her. So he's saying all this stuff, and she's like, did you guys do this at the Waffle House? And then he's like, yeah, we didn't really do anything at the Waffle House. She tried, but I was like, no. I'm like, dude, he is just sitting there lying. So finally she just got into it and she started reading verbatim what the text messages said. And what I don't understand from an adult perspective is this man, he seemed very nice, but got just had access to young girls, and he messed up royally, ashamed, and it's all his fault. But also he was never, when they talked about it, he had never been in trouble before, ever. He was, like I said, he was one of the best staff that the school had. Everybody loved him. And I don't understand, why would you want to mess up your career for that? Do you know how many women it is out here that would just like a man and they would just be with a man? Like, I don't understand how adults want kids, and there's plenty of people out here for you to date and be with. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. There's so many things. Tinder, Bubble, all these dating sites. Go on Kendra G. She does live dating stuff like a couple times a week. She has a whole app where there are women and men who are seeking people. If you just want to hook up, just go on there and get hooked up. Some people like that. So I never understand why adults put themselves in a situation. This man never had a record. had never been in trouble, had a good job, and he could not keep his three-piece set in his pants. Ridiculous. It's insane to me that somebody will risk their whole entire life to do something like this. But obviously he has a problem, and I hope he gets some help because now he's in prison. Let me read his charges to y'all. So a man who had never had a record now has 4 felonies. No, three now because one dropped off, and I'll tell you which one dropped off. But let me read his charges. Unlawful sexual activity with a minor. So, of course, with that, he's going to have to register as a sex offender for sure. Offenses against students by an authority figure. Absolutely sex offender for sure. Traveling to meet a minor for legal sexual conduct because she gave him some oral sex at the Waffle House, and she admitted it, he didn't, but they somehow have it on record. Then he was also charged with unlawful use of communication device to facilitate a felony, which that at the end ended up being dropped, and I don't know how, because they had all the text messages, they had the conversations and things like that they had. So he must have gotten that dropped with a plea bargain. I have no idea. But it's insane because now you're not only going to have to register as a sex offender, you're about to spend time behind jail. You just lost your job because they fired him right after the interview. Like, they was like, yeah, he shortly lost his job after the interview. I'm like, how stupid can you be? Like, leave these little kids alone, adults. Go get you somebody. There is plenty of people that you can go and mess with. If you like felons, there are people in prison that want you. If you like, there is so many people out here desperate. Why do you have to mess with kids? I just will never understand it. Leave these kids alone, you adult people. Leave them alone. He got exactly what he should have gotten. He probably should have gotten more. And I don't care if he didn't have a record or whatever. He was just well liked. You crossed the line, buddy. So, parents, we got to be aware. Check these phones. Because these kids got too much freedom. They just really do. We don't be checking phones. We just be letting anything happen. They on there. They having inappropriate conversations with their peers. And we just like, oh, we'll just let them do it because parents are scared to talk about sex and stuff like that to their kids. It's ridiculous. So then you let a grown person talk to your kid about whatever, and then they get destroyed. So parents, we got to be observant. I am praying for you. I am praying for myself. We got to be more vigilant. Hey, how are you? But I've been on here long enough. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to get back on the series of anger because we all need it. We all need some help. We all need some scriptures. I need some scriptures because I'm angry right now. I might be smiling, but I'm very angry because these people need to leave these kids alone. All right. It is Regina Long. I'll be back tomorrow. Regina Long with Not So